It's April and we have a plethora of new games to be diving into in the VR world for PC VR, PSVR 2 and of course the Quest 2 as well. There is a ton to be looking forward to coming across all these platforms, so no matter which one you're playing on, there's going to be something epic for you to play. First up is Creed Rise to Glory. Alongside the new movie comes a brand new Creed. Well, I say brand new, this is an upgraded version of the original game, so I'm definitely looking forward to jumping back into this as I've enjoyed this on all other platforms that I've played it on, and now we get to dive into it with PSVR 2 with the new haptics built in. You're going to be able to feel those punches in your face, and of course we're going to have a bunch of cool new features put into it as well from the new movie, like the new characters, enhancements and visual enhancements as well, so that kind of just brings this game up to level with that next gen feel. I am super duper excited about this one and I definitely recommend it. If you're trying to get physically fit at all, like, this is a good workout for you to jump into, do a bit of the working out and of course get into some epic fights. Definitely want to be keeping an eye out for, as I recommend this game, and it's just a good experience. I can't wait to see what they've done with it with the new PSVR 2 version of this. Very nice. Next up is Across the Valley. This stands to be like a Stardew Valley-esque kind of feeling game, but in virtual reality. So if you're looking for something super duper chill where you just get in and farm your crops, build up your land and make it as nice as humanly possible, well then this is going to be the game for you. I am kind of intrigued by this. I've got to say it doesn't specifically aim towards the kind of games I like to play in virtual reality, but nonetheless I am excited to be able to jump into something like this and just try something a bit more chill. Let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. I know this is going to appeal to like a specific audience, and I think there's going to be a lot of people buzzing about this, but I'd love to know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Next up, if you're like me and you don't like spiders, well this one's probably not going to be for you, but you're still going to want to play it anyway. It's Kill It with Fire. Now this game was huge on flat screen and they've now converted it into being a VR game. This is coming to a bunch of different platforms. I am so excited for this. Like, I hate spiders with a freaking passion, but I think this is going to be very fun. I have played the flat version of this. It was a good laugh, and I feel like it's probably going to make me scream like a little girl every single time I see one of these little critters running around, but nonetheless I'm excited to be able to jump into this and have some fun. Really, you get in there and kind of damage the living doody out of the property that you're trying to catch this spider in. But yeah, definitely fun, definitely one to check out, and yeah, I mean, kill it with fire, or a shotgun, or a hammer, I don't know. Pick what works for you. A Night in the Attic. This seems to be something kind of cool. If you like your puzzle solving games, then I think this one's going to be for you. Well, this one is intriguing to me for a few different reasons. It's kind of a stationary puzzle solving game, but with a bit of a narrative tale attached to it as well. So I'm kind of intrigued for this one. I do like a puzzling game. I'm kind of intrigued to see if they can grasp me well enough in a singular environment for this game, but nonetheless, it looks very, very intriguing to me. It kind of has like a bit of everything going on in there, so definitely one to keep an eye out on, and I will try and cover this on the channel if I can. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that and we'll make it happen. A Medieval VR. Well, this has been built from the ground up for VR. Now, it did of course come from an old flat game, but now has been brought into the modern age, made into a virtual reality game. Now, I will say this is looking super duper promising, and there is a lot of people that I've spoken to that have played this at conventions and stuff that seem to have had an absolute freaking blast playing this. I'm absolutely intrigued by this. Like, it's one of those games that may not look graphically the coolest looking thing ever, but like, that doesn't mean a lot, honestly, when it comes to gaming, and as we've proven a million times in the gaming industry, graphics do equal something sometimes, but it can just be about how good the game is, how good the mechanics are, and how fun it is to play, and then the rest of it lends itself perfectly to it. As long as the world is perfectly made within that sort of way that it's looking aesthetically, I feel like these kind of games can be freaking fire. So I am absolutely looking forward to this one. A full recommend from me off the back of other friends in the VR industry that have played this game themselves. I haven't yet to play it myself, but I look forward to the opportunity to do so. So definitely going to be checking this one out, and I'm looking forward to it. This is one of my absolute freaking highlights coming across this month, and that is another Fisherman's Tale. I freaking adored the first game. It was such a fun and wacky and weird adventure where they really truly played around with perspective and kind of pushing the boundary of the things that you can do in virtual reality. I blinking loved the first story, and I'm so excited to jump into this new exciting tale. Now in this one, it looks like there's going to be a bunch of new mechanics mechanics involved in it as well. Things like detachable hands, where you can get different claws and hands and grabbers and all these sorts of things, stuff to assist you out throughout the game. I'm just beyond hyped for this. I can't wait to experience this on PlayStation VR 2. I know it's coming to other platforms as well, but that's going to be my choice for me. I just can't wait to see all those vivid colors in that headset and just see how freaking gorgeous this can truly look. So yeah, I am super duper hyped. Can't wait to dive into this for myself. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments, because I honestly, this one for me, this is the one that I am the most excited for coming out in April. Next up is Gambit. Well, this was rumoured to be coming around earlier this year, and I think even late last year, but it got pushed out a little bit because they wanted to work on the project a little bit more and iron out some of those creases. Now, if you're a fan of things like After the Fall, where you get in with 4 people and do some awesome stuff, well, this is going to have that similar feel to you, except for instead of shooting Snowbreed, you're going to be shooting a bunch of other bad guys. Now, I will say this game is very fun. The developers let me take an early look at this ages ago, so I actually have footage of this on the channel. If you're interested, you can find that. If I remember, I'll link it down below. But nonetheless, this game just looks to have a lot of freaking cool elements to it. A lot of fun, get in there with some friends and just have a flipping blast. You can do a bunch of different silly things, like even just like spray painting and tagging, or of course shooting and destroying a lot of people. It has some mad profanity in it, which is not going to be for everyone, but nonetheless, that's the kind of element of humour that I enjoy myself personally. Now, it kind of has a bit of a Hotline Miami feel to it as well, in that sense of like how garish and sort of like unrisque they are with the jokes they make in this. So I'm definitely thinking it's going to offend some people, but a lot of people are going to enjoy this. So which one are you? Are you offended, or are you going to enjoy this? I don't know. You'll have to play it and find out, and then you can let me know after. But nonetheless, I'm really looking forward to Gambit dropping. It's very, very exciting. Almost exciting as this next title, Breaches, my friends. Oh my god, I am so happy that this is coming out so very soon. I loved the alpha that they put out. They put out free alpha for a while where everyone could get in there and experience one of the maps and a few of the different sort of things that you could do within those maps. And honestly, they just keep building on it. They keep making it better. And this is a game to truly get your teeth into. Now, it's going to be dropping on PC VR and Quest. I'm so hopeful that they will drop it on PSVR 2 as well at some point in the very near future. I hope they do, because I feel like it would do fantastic on that platform. But nonetheless, this is the Rainbow Six Siege of virtual reality, where you can go in, you can grappling hook up buildings, climb up there, rope swing out and bust through a window while shooting someone and destroying your enemies. Teams of 6 going up against each other and having a freaking blast. This game is just so good. The developers have done an incredible job of making this feel like, honestly, one of the best shooters that I've played in, because of how tactical it is. The attachment system just works so beautifully. You grab your gun out and you can just switch around your attachments on the fly. It just feels incredible. I absolutely love this game. The time I've spent in it, I've had nothing but fun, and this is a high praise situation for me. This is like, this and Another Fisherman's Tale are like my high, you need to get these games in your life this month when they drop recommendations. Everything else is incredible, don't get me wrong, but those two right there are the ones that I just personally cannot wait to jump in and play.